when you start on your feminine energy healing journey, one of the many ways that you can put yourself through that is to start building up masculine energy. Now, a word of warning before I go any further in this: you need to make your healing priority. You can't focus on the other person, because that puts you in fixer mode. So you need to make sure that you're focused on your own energy first, that you're focusing on feeling your feelings, and you're focusing on letting go of things that stress you out, and focusing on healing your nervous system and managing the stress that you do have. But one of the things that you can do when you start on this journey is to build up your masculine energy counterpart on the outside of you. So what this looks like is when you see somebody serving you. So two really quick ways that you can know if somebody's in their masculine and is going to allow you to be in your feminine. Way number one, if they are in service of you. And way number two is if the space that they're serving from is theirs. I'll give you an example. If you're at a restaurant and you have a server, that space is the server's space and they are serving you. Meaning, if you misbehave, they have the power, or their manager has the power, to remove you from their space. So that puts them in masculine energy. They're serving you and you are in their space. Another one would be a cashier at a store. They are serving you, and if you misbehave, or if you're stealing or something, they have the power to remove you from their space. So if you find yourself out and about, and this also of course is with your partner or anybody who is your masculine provider, whether it's at the time or whether it's in long-term, if you're in a long-term relationship, and they are in their masculine energy and allowing you to be in your feminine energy, what you need to do is appreciate them in their masculine energy. A quick recap of masculine and feminine energy. Feminine energy's basic need is to feel safe. Masculine energy's basic need is to feel appreciated, important, needed, things like that. So when you're in your feminine energy, and this is how you can help heal it, appreciate when somebody is in their healthy masculine energy. So what this can look like, and I'll give you the example of a server and a cashier at a store again. What this can look like is when you know that you are being served and you are in your healthy feminine energy, and that person is in their healthy masculine energy, is to show appreciation for them. Thank you so much for this. This makes my life easier. These are some examples of things you can say. Thank you so much. This makes my life easier. Oh my gosh, you're so organized. You're really good at this. Thank you for being so organized and so present. And so I'm trying to think of examples that would be appropriate for you to say to somebody who's not your partner, and I'll get into the partner appreciation in a minute. Somebody as a cashier, you can appreciate, just even appreciating the fact that they are there, that they showed up for work. Thank you for being here is something that I love to say a lot. And it really, I watch it in people's eyes, that it just like shakes them out of their almost minute to minute stupor that we all get in. It shakes them out of that, and they're just like, I'm being appreciated for existing. I'm being appreciated for showing up. And when people are in their masculine energy, they need to be appreciated for showing up, because that is a very important part of masculine energy. You showed up, you're there, you're taking care of the situation. If you see somebody handle a situation, especially a challenging situation, with confidence and with structure and assertiveness, notice that, say something about that. So as you're healing your feminine energy, anytime you have an opportunity to express appreciation, or in other words, heal masculine energy around you, do it. It creates polarity. It creates a space for your energy to step into softness and into appreciation, and it creates a space for them to step into power and into being appreciated. A little side note: when we heal, others heal. Something that I have repeated to myself for years is this little phrase: as I let my light shine, I unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As I am liberated from my own fears, my presence automatically liberates others. That runs through my mind constantly. A very shorter way to say that is, as I heal, you heal. as I heal, they heal. And so as I appreciate somebody in their healthy masculine energy as they are serving and holding space for me, then when they go home to their partner or their children or whatever, they feel better because there's a little part of my healing journey that has actually triggered a part of their healing journey. And it's this ripple effect. I want to not only heal for myself, but myself needs to be number one, because I can't go into fixer, my unhealthy fixer energy. So I have to be a number one. But I always want to keep in the back of my mind, as I heal, it opens up space and permission for other people to heal too. And I can encourage that along by the words that I speak. Now, I said that I would go into talking about how to talk to your partner, how to talk to, if you don't have a partner, how to talk to whoever is your masculine provider. Now, that can be a plumber, that can be a handyman, that can be your parents, if you live with your parents. So I'm just going to use the term partner, or and you can just interpret it as your personal circumstances allow. Okay, so when you are working with your partner, somebody that you have an intimate relationship with, that you guys work closely together to build a life together, you are going to want to use words like structure. I love how structured you are in this. You're going to use words like leadership. I feel so safe when you stepped into leadership like you did today, and give them examples. Give him an example of what he did. If he does something as simple as being the first one up every morning and waking everybody else up, say something about it. I love that you are in charge of our schedules. It makes me feel like it relieves my stress so much. Healthy masculine energy needs to know that they are relieving the stress of their feminine energy counterpart. I'm going to say it again because it's so important. Healthy masculine energy needs to know that they are relieving the stress or making life easier for their healthy feminine counterpart. If it's not healthy masculine, then they're not going to want that. It's a good way to tell. They want healthy masculine energy in its purest, most perfect form. They want to know that they are blessing you, serving you, making you feel safe and protected and provided for. So say that. If he is the provider, or if he provides anything, it doesn't matter if you make more money than he does. It doesn't matter, because he can provide anything, and you need to appreciate it. So appreciate him and tell him thank you for being a good provider for us. Appreciate him and tell him thank you for calling that electrician, and tell him why, because it makes my life so much easier. It makes me feel safe. You need to use masculine words like structure and leadership and providing. Protecting is a huge one for healthy men. They want to know that you notice that they are protectors of their family. Say that. Tell them that. And then tell them why, using your feminine energy words. I love that you protect us because it makes me feel safe. I love that you provide for us because it makes me feel safe. Yeah. It always comes down to safety. I love that you took leadership because it takes so much stress off of me and off of my body. So to recap just really quickly, when you are healing your feminine energy, also look for ways that you can heal and bless masculine energy around you. You have to be priority number one, because you have to, put your oxygen mask on first. But also look for ways that you can heal and bless those around you, specifically the masculine energy. So that it actually opens up that polarity for you to be able to heal in your feminine energy.